Anambra State to Uga and Arondizogo. That's absolutely correct. But the idea that every issue in Southeast is an IPOB issue is ridiculous. It's absolutely not the case. Let me tell you this. The biggest single issue in security terms confronting the Southeast, in my estimation, based on the work I have done on this, is, I regret to disappoint you, not IPOB. It is one word, cults, financed by politicians. All right? Now, the cults are the biggest single issue, and you don't have a clue how terrible the problem of cults in the Southeast is at this particular time. Is there a crossover between that and the IPOB issue? Possibly. But cults financed by politicians, that is the biggest single security challenge confronting the Southeast at this time.
Dr. Chinedu Kanu, a former chairman of the National Human Rights Commission, a professor of law, a writer, and a lawyer. Thanks so much indeed for your time tonight. I appreciate it.
Leader to deal with, and not least in a country that's 4 times the size of the UK, over 200 million people. Nigeria's always been divided, but seemingly so in recent years, and it's a country with very strong ethnic identities, and those ethnic identities are coming to fore more strongly than the national identity. So analysts are saying the leaders are caught between a rock and a hard place. They can't afford to ignore calls for separatism to break away from the country. They must do something. But the crackdowns are really creating more support for this movement, ironically, Linda.
So this is part of why I was picked up, among other activities, but I remember that this statement was read out to me. What did I mean? That Biafra can never be defeated. And I told them, I said, I'm not talking about battlefield. Anybody can win if you have sufficient will, determination, and weaponry, and you can win a war. You can win a battle. You can even win a war. But it doesn't mean that you have defeated an idea. Mm. And once an idea has taken hold among people, an idea which is based on the humanity of those people, their experience, and their vision for themselves, it's not something you can kill. And so it is up to the rest and the unit, which feels so strongly, to sit down together and negotiate how they relate to one another.
Oh na 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 na. Watch it out. Watch me far away. See me far away, Shabada. Tell me what you saw. I will show you what I have. Because I have myself. Then think say na defense. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, so go like to pretend. Do not run away. Kind of over than you. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I thought. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I am. I was over than you. Ohaneze Ndibo, how na day? I don't come to speak my mind with no delay. Let them know say una eyes clear about una way. Watch out, many things they happen in that country you dey. So some people trouble upon people every day. Even when you dey, you go talk say you know dey. I need to understand why this one happen. I need to understand why this thing happen. The promise that we got and nationalize. The promise we will live and no complaint. Watch me far away. Watch me far away. See me far away. See me far away. Tell me what you saw. I will show you what I have. Because I have myself. Oh, then things say na defense. Oh, make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, so you go like to pretend. Do not run away. Kind of that is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I talk. That is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I Samada, ta ta ta, kick I come back again to tell people say, now here we day. We don't come to stay. I say no retreat, no surrender. We're living big, but no array. Look at the soldiers killing innocent Biafrans every day. Look at the Islamists killing innocent Christians every day. It's depending me, it's depending me, it's depending me. Chupoki Kogyama, Patranya say the matter, Patranya say the matter. I know Ginaka, that is why I say, that is why I talk, that is why I know. That is why I say, that is why I talk, that is why I know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mohammadike one, Biafra nile, Ayisigi Gabaniru, Onya Kaya Docha, Weli Feneme, Onye Naya Netuno Hine, Chuku Kwamawaja, you are whiter than snow, Oku Kibesio, we stand where you stand, we say no secret trial. Onyinye Chukwu Ezosika Osiki Ohamadike no secret trial. Prophet Yahweh's young Osiki Ohamadike Osiki Chisike Matus Ejike Kone Osiki one day Buja Bija, Sipa, no welly feneme, no welly fenafia, no welly fenaco. Esi one name, Victor, Chinedu, Okorochuku, Igbo Network Television, London, Osiki Chisike. Na hapuge nazu Biafra nile Gedine nuwa Asiki Gabaniru No secret trial No secret trial No secret trial no secret trial. Hey, watch me far away, see me far away. Tell me what you saw. I will show you what I have. Because I have myself, oh, then things say na defense, oh. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, oh, you go learn to pretend, oh. Do not run away. Kind of so that is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I thought, that is why I say, that is why I say, oh, well, if enough, oh, well, if enough, yes, one name, Victor, Chimezie, Okorochukwu, Igbo Network Television, London, Osiki Chisike, Nahabu Genazu, Umu Biafra Nile, Gedine Nova, Asiki Gabaniru, no secret trial, no secret trial, no secret trial, no secret trial. Hey! Watch me far away, see me far away. Tell me what you saw. I will show you what I have. Because I have myself, oh, then things say na defense, oh. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, oh, you go learn to pretend, oh. Do not run away. Kind of so that is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I thought, that is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I am, that is why I say, away, that is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I thought, that is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I am, that is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I thought, that is why I say,
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 25th day of October 2025. Tata Bobochori, therefore, and it's that Saturday. I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers to this sacred platform, because this is where we preach not only the gospel of physical liberation, but also we preach the gospel of mental emancipation, because this is the most important before physical liberation. Because once you think that you clamor for physical liberation only, you don't accompany it with mental emancipation, that liberation will not be true, it will not be genuine. This is the reason why a country like Nigeria have a flag independence, which have accompanying that, determination, that struggle for flag independence with the education, with the awareness that it requires. That is why Nigeria is what it is today, because of the lack of education. You know, India, I used to give this example. India was colonized like Nigeria, for your information. India was reorganized or restructured, some part recreated by Britain. Britain colonized India. It's the colonized India by Britain is not the same India you are seeing today. Even when it comes to geographically, the entity. Remember, some part of India was colonized by Portugal, by the Portuguese, some Spain, some France. They divided them and they joined what they should not join. They organized India during the colonial period to suit their colonial aim. But when India started clamoring for independence, when Mahatma Gandhi was clamoring peacefully, remember Mahatma Gandhi was not the first person to start struggle for India independence. They did it. The Indian military did it. They formed the people, they attacked, they used violence the first time and attacked British garrisons in India. You know, they liberated many towns in India before. Britain reorganized, they brought troops from everywhere. And they did what the colonizers always know how to do best. They committed genocide. They wiped out, they killed the villagers, whole villagers. They committed different types of atrocities in order to quell the uprising. Mahatma Gandhi had to run away to South Africa. And from there, he started the peaceful movement. He didn't start peaceful movement by choice, no. But due to the situation at hand, that is why our people should understand that freedom fighting has no formula. It has no, what do you call it? It has no formula. It is not something that is static, a static formula like that once you do it like this, and you get free. No. It is something that is done based on the situation, day-to-day activity, based on the situation that you are facing. That is one thing our people should understand. It is not something rigid. Are you getting me? Because our people are so sentimental that they fail to understand what freedom fighting means. You know? So, I don't know why please, okay, it's okay. My voice is coming out because my radar is blocking. So, as I was saying, what saved India most was the mental question they asked themselves. Somebody raised a question about India, and he's a Muslim in the part of Pakistan today. He raised a question that this India, every one of us wants. We need independence. Yes, Britain, they colonize us and they are dealing with, but we need independence. Who is an Indian? Some people, many of us don't understand that question. It's very deep. Who is an Indian? This India we want independence for. Who is an Indian? An Indian, is he a Hindu? What about Francophone India? Is he an Indian? As I'm a Muslim, is it an Indian? That is what the man asked. As he is a Muslim, is he considered an Indian? What about the Lusophone Indian? Are they real Indian? So the question brought a national discourse. It caught fire. People started, yes, Yes, we want it. This was going on prior to their independence. They were still fighting. And they asked this question. The question rose up. This India that we are fighting for, who is an Indian self? And that question brought about the reconfiguration of real India you are seeing today. And they took, India reorganized themselves to their originality. They say, the Hindu said, no, we are the real Indians. The Muslims say, what about us? Which means we are not among. This one said, there was confusion, commotion everywhere. There's something I want our people to understand, because I've been hearing this from many of our people. No, we don't need problem. No, instead of why do you want a problem? No, talking about Biafra liberation is a problem. You want peace of the cemetery? Is that what you want? Do you want the peace of cemetery? Is that what you want? The peace of a slave? Is that what you want? No, this thing they do, it will bring problem. But this is normal thing. That is why it is called the struggle, fight. In a fight, people are wounded. Sometimes a fight has casualties until the final result. That is it. That is it. India did not, this is why Nigeria is a quagmire today. They negotiated for their independence. No hassles. How do you think that a colonizer will just negotiate with you and give you their colony just for nothing, for your best interests? Let us, we should reason. Nigeria, they negotiated their independence. And that is why Nigeria remains a colony till today. Using the likes of the Caliphate, Tinubu, all of them, the Nigerian politicians, in order to maintain their colony. That is why a Nigerian senator, federal senator, is receiving upwards of 30 million naira every month, in every 30 days. Whereas a teacher in Nigeria is receiving 100,000 naira, 100,000 naira. That is I think $60, $60 to $70 in a month. Sometimes they owe them, they don't pay them their salary for months, like in Imo State and other parts. They don't pay them for months, the teachers, because of the negotiated. Britain gave them independence. They gave them independence with their condition, their own condition. That is it. That is the secret. Britain granted Nigeria independence under their own condition. It's not under the condition of the Nigerian population or the indigenous people. No. Under their condition, and that is why Nigeria is a mess today. Are you getting what I'm saying? This is the reality facing us. So, this is the reason why we continue taking the bull by the horn, in order to create awareness, to tell our people the truth when it comes to restoring a nation. Please, our people must understand what it means. It is not a child's play. IPOB has been clamoring for the restoration of Biafra through plebiscite, referendum, through a referendum. Through a referendum, one man, one vote. Not one person will come and say, no, we say no, Nnamoha. There is no Nnamoha in a plebiscite. Referendum is one man, one vote. You want to remain in Nigeria, You say yes. You want to vote for, you want Biafra restored? Yes. So, you don't want Biafra, okay, Biafra, yes. Sorry, I don't know why. I don't know. Okay. The report we're having, our CHK FM in Asaba and the environs, they are, you know, blowing, hollering, very fine. Our CHK, hold on, our CHK FM in Asaba has been boosted and it is working. And when the line opens, please, I will love people from Asaba and the environs to call, please. Thank you. So, before I continue on the issues to be discussed, remember today is Saturday, but we must continue on burning issues. We had a very troubling report about our leader being attacked by a newly affected or newly brought in DSS officer. No, they want to always be overly zealous. It has been their plan, attacking our leader in the cell, and IPOB is monitoring. What we always say, you know, there is no threatening. It's not a threat. It's not, you know, but Nigeria government should understand that they are holding an egg. They are holding an egg in their hands, very precious egg. So they should understand. They have tried the poisoning our leader, and today they thought that, you know, some of them that are overzealous, the caliphate. Some people have been clamoring, nah, kill him, nothing will happen. After all, Abiola was killed and heaven did not fall. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not Abiola. You wanna remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not Abiola. He's a different person altogether. So, you know, although everything has happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because somebody in the DSS, notorious DSS custody for going to 5 years, he has suffered everything. So, but Nigerian government should be held accountable for anything. That is it. You know, here we don't threat. There is no threat. But what we say is reality. Nothing more. Nothing more. So, that DSS official should be brought and tried because it is against the law to attack a detainee. It is against the law. So that guy should be brought out, singled out. If it is not an institutional thing or Nigerian government instigated, their failure to bring out that guy will tell us something that, oh, after all, it is Nigerian government something. It is their plan. So we are watching. You know, here we say it as it is, we are watching. That is it. Also, I saw on the news headline that Aloy Jimako collapsed. He collapses in Kuje prison, where he is. It's today's news headline. And when I talked to a member of the leadership before even coming on air, Say yes, but notwithstanding, the Nigerian government should take care of Aloy Ejimako, take it to hospital because it's a detainee in their hand. IPOB, we don't care. We go for justice. That is it. They should take care of Aloy Ejimako to check whether he has health issues. That is it. They don't, you know, IPOB, there's a way we behave. When it comes to life, we are champions of life. We don't care our differences, anything. But if you are suffering injustice, we come to your aid. We fight for you. That is our IPOB. That is who we are. Our recriminations does not last into our kill. That is why IPOB don't kill. IPOB doesn't kill people. There is this very wrong narrative that some group of people are championing, even on X space, calling IPOB all sorts of names, you know, bringing different types of propaganda about IPOB. They confuse people with, confuse people. IPOB, they confuse IPOB with Simon Ekpa. They mix up everything. That is only their mantra. You listen to them, it's their mantra. And they can't defend nothing. It's their mantra. IPOB say, oh, he's Simon Ekpa. And we have been shouting right from day one that Simon Ekpa has never been a member of IPOB. And should never be. That is always what they are saying. And they kind of give order for him to talk to you. Very childish questions. Many of them that are talking, they don't know how IPOB functions. They don't know. They thought that IPOB is an individual thing. They don't know that IPOB is a worldwide phenomenon that is structured. That is one thing they fail to understand. So anything that happens, IPOB. But listen to Odinkalo, Professor Chinedu Odinkalo, of I think he's a Amnesty International social activist. Listen to him. I want you to listen to him. These people, they don't listen. That is their problem. They rant. They don't listen. That thing that is in their mind. They don't deal with facts and figures. That thing in their mind is what they portray. They don't argue to bring out facts to understand or to teach you. No, they rant always. That thing in their mind. That is what they want to hear. Nothing more. Listen to this man. Listen.
Those who have taken chances and advantage of Nnamdi Kanu's statements, and the people who have lost their lives.
Look, I have had members of my family killed by this thing, but again, and don't forget, I chaired the Truth, Justice and Reconciliation Commission at the instance of the Anambra State Governor on the situation in the Southeast, and I've spent a lot of the past 3 years getting acquainted with that situation across all the 5 states of the Southeast. Unquestionably, there is an IPOB issue, but the IPOB issue is overblown. Okay? If somebody tells you that Obosie in Anambra State is an IPOB issue, the person is a liar. IPOB cannot survive in Obosie. If anybody tells you that what happened with the Americans, 2 years ago in Ogbaro was an IPOB issue, that person does not know the terrain. It was not an IPOB issue. Other parts, in Osu, in Awidemili, in Osumogu, Anambra, Imo State borderlands, where there are IPOB issues, absolutely. In parts of Anambra State, Uga and Arondizogo, that's absolutely correct. But the idea that every issue in Southeast is an IPOB issue is ridiculous. It's absolutely not the case. Let me tell you this. The biggest single issue in security terms confronting the Southeast, in my estimation, based on the work I have done on this, is I regret to disappoint you, not IPOB. It is one word, cults, financed by politicians.
The biggest single issue when it comes to insecurity in the Southeast is thugs financed by politicians. These are things that this man, he did a thorough work. When you see some people that are criminals that are portraying themselves as IPOB or ESN, these are also government financed. I've been saying it and we have been saying it to our people who cares to listen. It is an intelligence work. They used Simon Ekpa to start. They used Simon Ekpa to do in order, the role Simon Ekpa played is to make our people hate anything Biafra agitation. That is his job. That is why he was hired. What he was hired to do. Can you tell me the rationale as one, one story that is going online, that somebody that was sponsoring or supporting IPOB. Let me see, in Canada or from USA. His brother was kidnapped in Nigeria, and he told them that, look, my brother, we are supporters of you guys, thinking that they are, that they are ESN. These people, they use the name ESN, but they are not. They were using the name. They are not. They took this guy, collected ransom, killed him, and seized the car. Collected ransom of 95 million naira. And burnt their houses. Burnt their houses. Now you tell me, if these people are fighting for liberation of our people, tell me, what do you think IPOB, who has interest in destroying our people? And the story went on that even the guy, the man in America, contacted Simon Ekpa that he's a financer of this, and the man told him, Simon Ekpa told him, don't forget about it. He told his criminals to go and burn the man's house. This is why Simon Ekpa was on the scene. He wants to treat our people so that people will hate this struggle with all their hearts. I think he has said this sometime on his broadcast, or I call it outburst. No be on one Biafra. Ojuku cannot give you Biafra. Wazike cannot give you Biafra. Now me want to give you Biafra. Now me on a one make I give you on a Biafra. On a go see Biafra now. On a go eat Biafra. On a go drink Biafra. That is our people. Most of our people don't read meanings when they hear things. They don't think. They don't watch body languages. They don't read meanings into statements. That's why the Yorubas, they call Igbo people Mugu. Mugu. They brought out Simon Ekpa in order to make sure that they suffer our people, kill our people to the extent that our people will reject anything. Bia, talk less of Fra. It's an intelligent DSS job. It is their job. Are you getting what I'm saying? It is not something that is new. It is things that have been happening with the country's secret services. They will secretly form their own team. in your genuine struggle, they will form their own team with their own interest to be causing problem. Using it happened during the ANC struggle. Now they formed Nkata freedom fighters, led by Butulezi, if I'm not mistaken the name. When ANC was at the height of freedom fighting against apartheid, the apartheid government, the South African Secret Service, the apartheid South African Secret Service, they raised and trained the Nkata freedom fighters, the same South African youths, gave them guns, trained them that they are fighting for freedom. That they are fighting for freedom. Their mission, many of them, some of the foot soldiers might be innocent. They don't even know. They thought that ANC was too slow, too cool. So, they need more water. That's why they carry gun, give them. And they tell them, be killing anyhow you want. Just be killing, showing people that water is the code. It happened in South Africa. It's after independence, after the struggle, that all these things was being, revealed. So why are we surprised in this case? It is, governments work like this. They either hijack the struggle, the genuine struggle. Don't you see? Listen, let me give you, this is a very, very instant example. An example that most of us know. That even we watch, we experience. Do you remember in Nigeria, in any Nigerian protest, peaceful protest, they call it peaceful protest. What Nigerian DSS, the Nigerian government will do, they will go and hire thugs, activate their own thugs, their own criminals, to be inside the protesters, to start breaking shops, start committing crimes, so that it will give the police, the military, the leverage, the excuse to come and shoot at them, to come and disperse and kill people. It's an intelligence work now. But many of our people, due to the hatred they have on Mazi, Nnamdi, Kanu, on IPOB, their animosity, unfounded animosity, I don't know why. That is why they don't think in this way. But we know, in every protest that is scheduled in Nigeria, that should maybe become a big protest, the Nigerian government also prepares their own people, their own criminals, to join the protest. Instead of the protest being very civil and peaceful, it is the job of these agents in the protesters. You don't know, they will be shouting the same thing, But before you know, they'll start vandalizing cars. They start vandalizing shops. Now, the Nigerian government will turn around and say, look at, this is not peaceful. They will video them. Say, look, we will not tolerate this. Before you know, they start shooting, killing people. But they are the author of these criminals. So, when is our people going to remove that hatred, that blind hatred that is covering their eyes, to see the reality, to interpret things as it is? When? Any slightest thing, they nail it is IPOB. Newspaper will carry it. The Nigerian government will say it's IPOB. Yeah. They will say it's IPOB. Somebody is IPOB. But this man, Odinkalo, he made investigations. He's not somebody that he carried his own investigation and found out. That is what he's telling the whole public. Listen again.
Single issue The biggest single issue in security terms confronting the Southeast, in my estimation, based on the work I have done on this.
Based on the work he has done, he's not saying it just ranting. No, he's talking based on facts and figures, which he carried out for months on the ground, and he came out with proofs. But you see some of these people, for all this mischievous set of people among us, they will tag everything is IPOB. Maybe they would have tagged IPOB that there is IPOB that brought Hope Uzodinma into Imo State, that imposed him on Imo State. You don't hear them talk about why is it that they impose Hope Uzodinma in Imo State from fourth position. No, they don't talk about it. They don't know that this singular act can bring chaos everywhere. And Hope Uzodinma, he loves it. He is the instigator, one of the main instigators of criminality in the whole of Biafra region. Because, as I have thought, here we open your eyes, both our enemies listening. We say it as it is so that you learn. We understand how governments work. When it comes to issues like this, we know how they work. Hope Uzodinma is one of the main instigators of criminality in our land. Gentle the Yahoo, he called his name Pump and Plain. He said it. One of the main reasons he did it, Hope Uzodinma unleashed insecurity, is for people to be beaten about the bush, blaming IPOB. People will not be at ease, because had it been people are at ease, they will be asking questions. They will not be relaxed to be asking questions. How this governor, how this man was imposed on us. It will be a continuous topic. It can even lead to more protests and but in order to cover up this, Hope Uzodinma unleashed criminality in Imo State, which spread every other places, so that people will be on their heels. They will no longer be able to question who is ruling them. Instead, they will be praying, say, even if it's Satan ruling us, please let us have peace only. People will be talking about having peace. They will no longer question who is their governor. How is this fourth person imposed on them as number one? No, that question will no longer be in their minds. Everybody will be talking about insecurity. Hey, whoa, I don't care. We don't care who is ruling us. What we want, just give us security and we are okay. And that is the reason why, towards the end of his 8-year term, he's trying to, do things. And all of a sudden, they captured Gentle the Yahoo. They killed Makeup and others. Now, instead of coming in the public or on camera to let Gentle the Yahoo talk, no, they are doing it internally, arresting some people that he is mentioning their names as their sponsors. He's mentioning their names. Do you see how mischievous these people could be? Do you see that? When people talk about Simon Ekpa being IPOB member, nonsense. Do you think that if Simon Ekpa is an IPOB member, that Finnish government will jail Simon Ekpa and leave IPOB to be functioning in Finland? This is a question when you ask them, they keep quiet. They will not even answer there. They will not go there because they know that is a question that shuts them up. Do you think that Simon Ekpa, if he was a leader of IPOB as he was claiming, committing all these crimes, and he was jailed in Finland. But IPOB continued to function until today, advancing more and more. Why is it? Oh, okay, they jailed the leader of IPOB in Finland, and IPOB is functioning in Finland. Does it make sense? Come on. Some of our people should come out from this their hatred shell of hatred. Shell of hatred. It makes them, they don't see more than even their myopic side. Very myopic. Only ranting. So this one, listen, continue listening to Odenkalo, please.
In my estimation, based on the work I have done on this, is I regret to disappoint you, not IPOB. It is one word: cults, financed by politicians.
Cults.
All right?
Financed by politicians. That is the main source of insecurity in the southeast. Whereas the mischievous people are shouting, IPOB, is IPOB.
Now, the cults are the biggest single issue, and you don't have a clue how terrible the problem of cults in the southeast is at this particular time. Is there a crossover between that and the IPOB issue? Possibly. But cults financed by politicians, that is the biggest single security challenge confronting the southeast at this time.
It's very clear as crystal, based on the work he did. Yes, what they are doing, all these cultists killing sponsored by politicians, immediately they say IPOB. Nigerian newspaper, IPOB. They will take all these papers, all these reports, sent to every foreign embassy in Nigeria. They think that immediately they send all these reports. Let me tell you, some of all these countries, they call IPOB and say, they send it to IPOB and say, look at what your government is doing. If IPOB will be defended, they say, we know, don't worry, we know Nigeria, we know the Nigerian government, don't worry, you don't even need to defend or do anything. We know. Do you see that? This is an intelligence job, and that is what has been going on. They want to use criminality, every criminality, tag it on IPOB ESN so that people will loot. They will abhor IPOB and ESN. That is the target. That is the motive. Because is a game of chess we are playing. Intelligence game or intelligence game. It's not making noise only. No. It's game of intelligence. It's game of chess. If you know how to play chess, you will say, I am a good chess player. You will think all round before making one step. And when you make a step, it is targeted. That is it. It is targeted. So this is what Nigeria has been doing. And we continue saying it. We continue announcing it. We continue doing everything we could. When people are tagging, I don't know how funny. People will be pushing Simon Ekpa that it is your member. It is your leader. How can you force a leader or not? How can you force fake to be original? Is it possible? I was on X and somebody was forcing it. It's your member. I asked him. Say, now, as a content creator, if somebody plagiarize your Facebook account or YouTube, all those things, his aim is to use it for dubious purposes, scam people and all. And when you found out, you went public and you inform your fans that, look, this account is not mine. No. Maybe he hacked your account or he plagiarized it. It could be plagiarized. You know, this is not my account. Oh. He'll be using your picture and using it to be collecting money. I've seen some content creators, they announce, they say, no, any account that is, I'm not on so is not me. Oh. Once they say it, they publish it, they say it. I asked the guy, I say, if after all these things, you see some people fall victim, are you responsible? That is the question I asked him. I say, will they hold you responsible? They say, no, maybe the victim will say, no, it's you I know, it's your account. But I have said this several times, release a press release, let me call it press release. Come out on video, talk to people. You have copies of all those things. I didn't hear it now. That is not my problem. You don't hear it, it's not an excuse. Ignorance is not an excuse in a court of law. Ignorance of the law. No, I didn't know that. No, it's not an excuse. It is for you to search to know. Are you getting? Because the thing is on. They say it's on the public domain. So you're not getting it. It is. We cannot help you. So it's your fault. So I asked him, are you responsible for the scamming of the people? He said no. I said okay. Why will you hold IPOB responsible? Somebody came and started, imposing himself as IPOB member and leader even. That is the leader. That's this and that. And IPOB different official forms to let the public know that this person is an impostor. It has nothing to do with IPOB. Right from beginning. Right from beginning, the one. The official statements are there. The official statements, the press release, everything is still there. So, if anything happens that, he commits crime and you pin it to us, we cannot help you then. You pin it to IPOB. Say, no, you didn't know that IPOB. No, we have done our duty. It is our job to remove ourselves right from beginning, because this person is not part of us. So if you didn't see it, you as an individual, we cannot help you. You see it. If you yourself didn't see it as an individual, we cannot help you. We have done everything that we should do in order to extricate ourselves from Ekberima. So anything that you think is not our problem, we have done our official duty. So that is it. So you see that we always defeat with superior arguments. Are you getting it? Now you see, in this Christian genocide, I've said it, I think day before yesterday. They are trying to change the narrative. They are unleashing their propaganda machine, the Nigerian government. Are you getting me? They are unleashing their propaganda machine, paying money in order to do what? To make sure that the message is stifled. And one of the main ways, one of the main avenues for them to achieve their aim, their dubious aim, is tagging everything to IPOB. Are you hearing it? Because they know that, look, once they call IPOB, because of the useless hatred, blind hatred, because of the blind hatred, against IPOB, that people will say, I beg you, instead of it, let even if they are massacring us as Christians, let it be. You know, they are been saying it, they are using the hatred they have against Ndibo, against Biafrans, in order to rally Nigerians to their destruction. That is the Fulanization agenda that is there. Are you getting what I'm saying? That is why they are everything they are saying that, oh, it is IPOB agenda. So that people will now be seeing the reality that is happening. That, oh, it is the hated group that hated the people. They are the ones purveying it. So no need. They want to downgrade the message, the reality that is happening to them. This is, you know, this is what happened in 1966. You know, let me tell you, the Fulani Caliphate acts like a hawk. They don't take chance. Any slightest chance, they come and, you know, take over. When the coup, 1966 coup happened, BBC dubiously termed it Igbo coup that unleashed mayhem, made them to unleash mayhem. Instead of Nigerians to even other indigenous population to reason. So why this? They said no, these people, hey, they are bringing their Igbo agenda. Save Nigeria. They continued, go on, they used go on. They used go on. In order to do what? In order they use him in order to rally everybody, every other Nigerian, the north, the southwest, against Biafrans. There are many reasons why they use Gawon. Gawon is a Christian. One of the main reasons is to showcase to the world that it is not a Fulani agenda. Are you getting me? That is why, you see, if there will be a change of government, you see the North, you see the Caliphate. You know, I always tell you that they are very shrewd. They are politically savvy. They are savvy politically. They are highly calculative. If, you know, they were scavenging to bring Jonathan, hey, so that he will come and, you know, become a presidential candidate again. They want to use him. Maybe if not him, they will scavenge, look for another Christian from anywhere. These people, you know why they are mad against IPOB? Let me tell you, Mazi, Nnamdi, Kanu and IPOB. We understand them. Forget about all these other Igbo people that you used to rant without thinking. We understand any political move they make. We understand them very well. So that is why they are trying in any way or every way possible for them to make sure that they destroy IPOB. They tarnish, they blackmail IPOB. They tarnish the image of IPOB. Telling people, oh, IPOB is killing their own people. How can how can IPOB be killing their people? How can, for example, for example, real ESN, if I travel to Nigeria, I see the ESN, and I say, I am Mazi Chinedu, hey, and they kill me, for example. Do you think that it is ESN? No, let us be, common sense. You cannot get common sense through PhD. No, it makes you become a professional in your own field, but not common sense. Let us reason. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now, maybe in any way, a strong IPOB supporter, member of IPOB abroad, you travel home, and maybe in one village or the other, or your village, just by surprise, you meet real ESN. Tell them, say, hey, you see how they will embrace you, you embrace them and keep quiet. Now, no. Anything you have, even in Kenya, now, they will be happy and you will be happy. But when a people purporting themselves as ESN, you see an IPOB member, even a financial contributor, maybe you bump into them in a village or in or movement. You say, no, chineke. Now ESN no say, na escomesia, but why you wanna, hey, how? And they collect you, they rob you, take you hostage and kill you, kidnap you after collecting your money. And you're telling me that common sense will not tell you that there is something sinister, that these people are not ESN. They are not. They are impostors. They are doing this in order to discourage people, to make our people become mad. You know, our people, I have been saying it in the politically sophisticated in thinking. They are not sophisticated in thinking. They take things straightforward. And that is why we are where we are today, in a mess in Nigeria. I am telling you. Naturally, I've seen it. We are too straightforward, and it's not good for people. It's not good, because you take things and judge things immediately in a straightforward manner. No, Azikiwe did it and failed. Is it not? Nnamdi Azikiwe that should know better. He didn't know that, yes, Britain is going physically, going away from Nigeria, but their shadow will still remain. He downgraded their negotiation. British negotiation, when they were negotiating with the Caliphate, with Ahmad Bello, only them, they're not. I said, no, anything they want, let them negotiate now. After they go now. I will show them that I'm an Igbo man. I will take over everything. This is a very, very, very little sense. I call it, small brain. I'm telling you, it's very small. I say our people, we always take running of a country or nation. Compare it with running your business, your private business, opening shop, trading. That is the way you. That is why when I see Peter Obi, you see Peter Obi now, he's no more behaving like the first time. That first time he was highly naive, very naive, as a normal Igbo man, Mugu. That first time, he will be giving motivational speaker. I do this in Anambra, I do this, I build, yes. But he never knew that running a highly complicated country, the largest gathering of black race as a country in the whole world, the largest. After Nigeria is Brazil, where you have the largest number of black people in a country. So, Peter, he never think about people's different interests. He never think about agents of the West. He never think about people that only their destiny, their action is to destroy. Their thing is to scatter. These people are in countries. He never think about betrayers. He never think about people that, different types of interests. No, he never think about them. He will do. You don't know that in a country like Nigeria, even, putting people around you as the president is not only by your power. People don't know. Do you see Nuhu Ribadu? He's there as the National Security Advisor, NSA, I think. or chief security advisor. What do you call him? Is he in charge of the security of Tinubu? Anything we will call Nuhu Ribado. Do you think that it is the choice of Tinubu for Nuhu Ribado to be there? Do you think it's his choice? No, tell me now. It's not his choice, but he can't help it. There are unseen forces that put him there. They force you. You must put him there. Otherwise, Nigeria is not independent now. Otherwise, they will give you condition. Otherwise, you will not get this. You not they will make your tenure ungovernable. There are strategic positions that it is not the Nigerian president. Is not in his power. It is above him to put the people there. There are forces that present them, say, hey, if you want a successful Goya, this person. do you know that? But Peter B, if, for example, he becomes the Nigerian president, everything will be unleashed now. Because he must fail. Are you getting it? All these things, you think that everything, there are some things, many things you will not know. You will be speaking from outside, as an outsider, until you enter as a rock. They will open the book of Revelation for you. Mad, both jackals, both tigers, they will come and say, hey, this is the seat of power. Do you think that it is how you are seeing it when you are in opposition, talking, ranting? No, this is reality. This is how things will be. Sweat will be, so it will be sweating in heavy AC, air condition. You will be sweating. See now so things be. Now so it be. So these are things we should know. Now I want to play this. Although I read the news the day before yesterday, but I want you to still hear it. How they are trying to push this issue of Christian genocide that is real, that is happening in Nigeria, push it to the public as an IPOB agenda. So that people will now turn around and hate it. The same thing they use in Nigeria. Oh, come and defend it. They are telling people, this Nigeria, otherwise Nigeria will have sanction and defend Nigeria. Otherwise, America will come and attack Nigeria. Defend Nigeria is your country. Didn't they call Nigerians to kill Biafrans in order to defend Nigeria? What is happening to Nigeria today? Every time you hear bandits, that is Fulani terrorists on the move in Kwara, every part of Nigeria. So today is the same thing that is happening again. They are rallying people. Don't allow your beloved Nigeria to be destroyed by this IPOB propaganda. They say there is Christian genocide. Don't agree with them. Or there is no Christian genocide. People are being killed. Yes, who is killing them now? The Fulani terrorists. Is it normal? No, it's not normal. But because of your hatred for IPOB and Biafrans, you will accept the killing. You will rather accept the killing. Let them slaughter you and your family. Instead of you to allow Biafrans to have it their way or move out. No. This is what they are trying to achieve. The second time. The first time was 1967 to 1970, where they gathered the whole indigenous people to come and fight Biafrans. They used them. And as I listened to one clip of Edmondo Below, the journalist, interviewing a former soldier, Nigerian soldier, that from Plateau State. He said he was on the trenches. He survived the war. He fought on the side of Nigeria as a middleman, I think either a TV or I don't know. But he said a time came towards the end of the war. The soldiers in the trenches, they started reasoning, saying, but why is this fight? Why are they fighting Biafrans? He said, had it been the war lasted for another 5-6 months, that they will be deserting. No Nigerian, none of them will be, because he said they started reasoning, say, it seems there is an agenda by the caliphate. Because they don't see the reason why they should be killing Biafrans, fighting Biafrans. For what? Give them their country. Are you getting it? But unfortunately, the war ended precipitously as it did. In a precipitation, as it did. And very, very unfortunate. So they are rallying people around again. Nigerians, defend your country. Do not allow foreign influence. And you ask them, okay, you don't want foreign influence, but they went outside and brought foreign Fulanis to come and help Buhari take power and continue killing Nigerians till today. The borders are porous, but you don't want foreign influence. Do you see how Nigerians are manipulated in a very gullible manner, using the hatred against Biafrans? That is how they do. Let me play it, please. Listen.
Highlight this investigative report by the cable's open source intelligence analysis, which revealed that certain social media echo chambers affiliated with the indigenous peoples of Biafra have played significant roles in amplifying claims of a Christian genocide in Nigeria. Well, according to the cable, data from X showed that between January 1st and October 1st, 2025, there were approximately 165,000 mentions of the topic, reaching an estimated 2.83 billion people, a figure more than 12 times Nigeria's population. Four prominent hashtags emerge: hashtag Christian genocide, Truth Nigeria, Lara Logan, and Biafra Exit Now, which was an unusual part of the discourse. Confidence Makhari, a senior geopolitics analyst at SBM Intelligence, stated that the story about Christian genocide in Nigeria was initiated by IPOB as far back as 2016. The analysis found that
they are mentioning IPOB, so that Nigerians, being gullible with the hatred against IPOB, against Ndibo, that they will now turn against and say, if it is like that, I beg, there is no Christian genocide. They have forgotten how, Christian pastors were shouting in Plateau, clamoring, begging the international community to come and help them. Now the help want to come. They want to use everything to destroy it. To destroy the help. So that Nigerians will say, no, we don't need help. No. Nigerian Christians, no, we're okay. They want to save Nigeria and destroy their lives. It's very, very pathetic. That is why they are using this IPOB in order to put, in order to blind their eye. The same thing they are doing even in Biafra region. Any slightest crime, any criminals, any slightest criminal activity, killings, they target IPOB. So that people will hate IPOB. Exactly, that is what they are playing on. The hatred of IPOB. They are it is politics. They are playing on it, using it. Are you getting what I'm saying? So that Nigerians will say, the same IPOB, instead of them to give what they want, I beg, let us save Nigeria by saying, no, there is no Christian genocide. There is no, it's a lie. It's a lie. Do you see how smart the caliphate is? They are very smart. They will position you and you will be acting for them. When they get what they want through you, now they change their face as usual. And now you start regretting. You can no longer reverse it back. It's again. No more reversal. It's gone. So they continue. They dribbled many Nigerians, mostly middle betters, use them. Say, go fight against Biafrans, so defend Nigeria. Nigeria is your beloved country. Defend the middle betters slaughtered Igbos, slaughtered Biafrans in general, with the hope of saving Nigeria. Today, their eyes are open, but it's too late. Let me put it, it's late, but not too late for them. They can make it up by rising up. Because the people they are using, some come from the middle belt, some from south. Daniel Buala, I think, is from Plateau. Daniel Buala is a Christian. He is the person, being in charge. He was given the charge of going to defend this meeting. I will play the clip where he meets a Christian charismatic union or community. I'll play it. But let me finish playing here for you to understand. Here we try to make you understand when you listen very well. When you open your minds with no bigotry. Sometimes I'm surprised. In one this thing I was, one of them came to our X space some time ago. And he asked different questions, and we put him in order. But today, some of our people used to act like dog. Nkita have very little memory. Once you tell him don't do this, after he go, before you know, he forgets. As he went back to their space, and they continued their rhetorics. His brain changed again. Say, it seems these people they want to convince they want to convince him. Others will be mocking. It's like this. All they can do because they are afraid of us. Even in their spaces, they said, no, do not allow all these IPOB members to come and talk. Otherwise, they can convince some feeble, they call them feeble-minded people in their midst. Do you see that? Whereas our ideology is promotion of logic, superior argument. It's not fighting. We are brothers. We are sisters. We are from the same place. So there is you cannot change it. So we either dialogue, that is it, or we kill ourselves. And IPOB choose dialogue. Bring that your argument. That is why tomorrow being Sunday, the 26th, we advise or we call on people, even those that are against, that the name of Biafra is anathema in their ear. Come. We will not insult you as like you used to insult us. We will not, we will not intimidate you. No, we ask you to do our own. IPOB is an institution. It's a responsible institution. So we always win with superior argument. If you have superior argument, bring. Come. They finish. That is it. So the Nigerian government is counting on this Igbo hatred again in order to get out, run away from this Christian genocide that has been going on. Let me continue playing again, please.
Highlight this investigative report by the cable's open source intelligence analysis, which revealed that certain social media echo chambers affiliated with the indigenous peoples of Biafra have played significant roles in amplifying claims of a Christian genocide in Nigeria. Well, according to the cable, data from X showed that between January 1st and October 1st, 2025, there were approximately 165,000 mentions of the topic, reaching an estimated 2.83 billion people, a figure more than 12 times Nigeria's population. Four prominent hashtags emerge: hashtag Christian genocide, Truth Nigeria, Lara Logan, and Biafra Exit Now, which was an unusual part of the discourse.
Confidence Makhari, a senior geopolitics analyst at SBM Intelligence, stated that the story about Christian genocide in Nigeria was initiated by IPOB as far back as 2016. The analysis found that X accounts promoting Biafra and Nnamdi Kanu were the most vocal online, particularly those supporting IPOB's separation from Nigeria. The cable also found that U.S. Senator Ted Cruz, who has pushed for sanctions against Nigeria, received $1.8 billion in donations from IPAC, a pro-Israel lobbying group. I mean, this investigation reveals, complex layers of international politics, separatist agendas, and religious narratives intersecting in Nigeria's security discourse. Rufai, we're hearing...
Now, I ask this question. They are analyzing Ted Cruz, that he was being supported through donation from IPAC of Israel or Jewish something organization. Now you ask them, who is supporting the Fulani agenda in Nigeria? What international or outside forces that are donating to the terrorists? Have you forgotten? According to reports, most of the Boko Haram members, ISWAP, bandits being caught, they caught them with dollars. Who is supporting them? No, they don't. Nigerians don't ask, but they don't go this lane. They are talking of who is donating money to American senator. They are talking about it. They are not ashamed. They don't ask, okay, those who did this guy, the former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir Rufai, he said he went out, he have to go outside to pay foreigners, to pay them, bribe them, not to kill Nigerians. Nigerians never ask him, who are those foreigners? No, they don't ask them. Nigeria went to United Nations Assembly, General Assembly, last month or last 2 months, and started clamoring for two-state solution for Palestine, which is good. They were clamoring against the genocide being committed by Israel. Okay? Whereas they are committing genocide. These journalists don't ask. I know, I understand them. They are afraid of their lives, I know. Remember one of them that was killed the other day? They say he's armed robber. Who knows what happened there? They brought it to the news. It's armed robbers that killed him. They go and capture some people or maybe criminals. They tell them, oh, these are we kill him. Set up on Nigeria. How can you trust the mainstream media? How do you trust the police in Nigeria? Tell me. In their conduct, we know them. We don't give any single trust on their report. The news is, oh, it's armed robbers that killed that girl. Who knows what happened? What of the former chief of defense staff? What is his name that was killed? He's a Christian. He was killed. They say it's armed robbery. If people can understand how Secret Service works, they work dirty. They can use criminals to do their job. And you call them, oh, the criminals did it. You don't know that the people behind it is the Secret Service. It's okay. According to the revelation of one former SEAL officer, Jordan, on RT, I listened to it today. He said that the CIA, all these drug cartels, most of these drug cartels in South America are being sponsored by CIA. They were formed in the 1990s by the CIA. You don't know. They used them to bring drugs, make money, and immerse black people into taking more drugs to useless their lives. Secret Service work is the more you look, the less you see. IPOB, we know all these things. That is why nothing baffles us. It's only ordinary Nigerians, people with a hollow mindset will be ranting. But we know what happened. We know them. As Nigeria know. That's why they are attacking IPOB. They know that we understand them. We understand how they work. That is why they don't leave us alone. They say, these people, hey, if we allow them, Nigeria will be destroyed. Because we know how they function. The Fulani Caliphate. We know how they function. They use the brains of Nigerians because many of our people, the Igbo, because they think only straightforwardly. They don't bend down to reason what is the purpose of this, why this happened, why this, why that. Asking questions, they don't ask questions. They take it on face value. Oh, it's like that. It's like that. Please let me continue playing the tape. Please continue listening.
That IPOB is one of the, groups that have promoted this hashtag Christian genocide. But I mean, we have seen major killings. But before I come to you, I'll take this story. Meanwhile, the Christian Association of Nigeria has faulted the statement released by a special advisor to the president on policy communication, Daniel Bwala, after a meeting with the association in Abuja. The dispute centers on how Bwala characterized Kanu's position on allegations of Christian genocide in Nigeria. On Monday, Bwala visited Kanu's National Secretariat amid allegations of Christian genocide and moves by some U.S. lawmakers to protect persecuted Christians. In his statement, Bwala quoted Kanu President Daniel Oko as referring to the issue as so-called Christian genocide narrative. However, in a statement on Tuesday, Oko said the association did not describe the killings as so-called Christian genocide, stating that Bwala's release falsely suggested that the association downplayed the killings of Christians. And I'll read Kanu's statement in part. The Christian Association of Nigeria wrote, Kanu made it clear that its position on this issue has long been established and remains unchanged across many parts of northern Nigeria and the Middle Belt. Christian communities have suffered repeated, organized, and brutal attacks, which have left thousands dead, villages destroyed.
That is what matters, and what should matter. Is Christian genocide real? That is what matters. But they are trying to carry Nigerians. No, you know who brought this news? Is IPOB. They want to divide Nigeria. Is this and that. So we are Nigeria. Before you know, they dispatched some senators to America, to Washington. No, they know how Nigerians, their mentality, how it works. Once they hear IPOB, they say, hey! If it's IPOB, bring them, kill them. I know we don't want them. Instead, let the Christians be dying, no problem. What matters is the news factual? You know? The thing is that Christians have suffered. Christian communities have suffered repeated, organized, and brutal attacks, which have left thousands dead, villages destroyed, and families displaced. Chicken? Not saying who said it, who promoted it. It's promoted in hashtag IPOB, and it reached 2.83 billion people. And I also tell our people listening to me, go to X, please. You see the Christian genocide. We will not leave it. We continue hashtagging it. We will continue be posting in it every days. We want this Christian genocide to be discussed to reach 8 billion people. More than 8 billion. The whole population in this planet Earth. They know how to digress our people's mind, or Nigerian population's mind. They know how to distract them. I think, let me digress a bit. These people who are about very dark man at the early stage. Hey, Mandi Bo, here. Hey, Onya Savior. Nigeria, they know how to. Nigerian government, Fulani Caliphate, they know how to treat Ndibo. They know that that's why I no blame. You see what the Yoruba said in that clip. I concur with them. Ndibo, many Ndibo, Mugu. Before you know, their body temperature will raise. Once they see small thing, hey, very dark man, oh yeah, was it the savior? His name to destroy your businesses in China. His name anything happen, you know, I hold choke upon her. Hey, oh yeah, was the savior. Now happen there. Oh yeah, oh yeah, get saved from the you know, the atrocities of Nigeria. Oh yeah, from atrocities of Nigerian politicians. Now to save us. You know, one person caliphate. They know. Just small music, you people will start dancing. But when the person changes, brings his real color, hey, people start saying, nah, start shouting. Because you people are sentimental. Please continue listening.
Association of Nigeria has faulted the statement released by a special advisor to the president on policy communication, Daniel Bwala, after a meeting with the association in Abuja. The dispute centers on how Bwala characterized Kan's position on allegations of...
Do you see how they, sometimes I ask, you know, the Nigerian government brought out somebody, I think he's from Plateau State or from Benue State, from the region, the core place where this Christian genocide is on top gear. They brought out one of them, one person from there. Now, they tell him, hey, it is you. Because when they ask you, you say, you are from... Why they brought him? In order to counter any narrative, the facts that this Christian genocide is happening in Plateau, in the Middle Belt. They brought a Middle Belter. I say the caliphate, they are very smart when it comes to politics. They are very smart. Do you remember I played it here, Jonathan, good luck, Jonathan's statement in the book launch by Irabo, General Irabo, on Boko Haram. You remember when he said he was the vice president to Yaradua during the Niger Delta militants issue? He was the person being sent to go and calm the whole zone. He went there because it is his people. They say, now you have people of you, go now, you go and destroy them, collaborate them. I mean, compromise them. He went and did the needful. He compromised Asaria Check, all Atiku Tom, Abia Check Tom, all of them. He compromised them to the manageable level of the militancy you are seeing today. Okay. What about why they never stop Boko Haram? Instead, Boko Haram give birth to different terrorist groups. Lokarawa, Mahmuda, Wulu, the most recent, I think in Middle Belt or Kwara, Wulu. They have ISIS, they have bandits, headsmen, all. Why don't the northern politicians go and stop them as they quell them, as they use youth or our own people to go and quell the Niger Delta militants? Why? Instead, they go promote, they will go there, do lip service. Nah, this thing plenty on a while, they bring money, these people need money, they give them money. They go and tell them, say, no, they do what they do, we know, we are politicians, we are at your back. We are at your back. No listening, even if we come out to talk, say, kill the whole Boko Haram, they are miscreants. No, that's not lip service, so they give them code. Say no more, no worry more. Till today, you have up to 10 terrorist groups in the north. Why didn't they destroy them? But when it comes around, they use you, they come, oh yeah, quality, you destroy it. Bring military, only you know how to bring military. They bring military, oh yeah, kill everybody. Any you to kill. There are people that are not politically smart. They are not politically smart. They use good luck, Jonathan. Go meet his people. Ah, they say no one can our people. Now me there for government. Now we there for the head. They say yeah, no problem. Now I go bring money, no problem. Waiting be I'm gonna stop this. Hand over, take amnesty. Deceive them. But they're not honest. They know how to use their thing as assets. Is it not? Now you and them who sabi pass, who no pass. I beg you, listen. Here we teach common sense.
In Nigeria. On Monday, Boala visited Kanu's National Secretariat amid allegations of Christian genocide and moves by some U.S. lawmakers to protect persecuted Christians. In his statement, Boala quoted Kanu President Daniel Oko as referring to the issue as so-called Christian genocide narrative. However, in a statement on Tuesday, Oko said the association did not describe the killings as so-called Christian genocide, stating that Boala's release falsely suggested that the association downplayed the killings of Christians. And I'll read Kanu's statement in part. The Christian Association of Nigeria wrote, Kanu made it clear that its position on this issue has long been established and remains unchanged across many parts of northern Nigeria and the Middle Belt. Christian communities have suffered repeated, organized, and brutal attacks, which have left thousands dead, villages destroyed, and families displaced. The meeting was recorded by Kanu's media team, and at no point did Archbishop Oko use such words or express such a view while referring to the tragedy as a so-called genocide, trivializes the pain of countless Christians who have lost loved ones. And that is a fact, Rufai. We often raise concerns about government communication strategies. This is yet another example. This is a sensitive topic and should have been, handled with the sensitivity it deserves. The portrayal of religious community positions on sensitive national security issues shouldn't be trivialized. Meanwhile, religious leaders and activists attending a roundtable in Abuja on building synergy among faith-based NGOs for freedom of religion or beliefs have criticized the widespread culture of impunity surrounding mob killings in the name of blasphemy, lamenting that those responsible are seldom persecuted. They argue that Nigeria's destruction of the liberal spirit of its constitution stems from allowing religious doctrines to influence state laws. The CEO...
But it is influencing it. Deborah Samuel, they killed him. They killed her. They stoned her and, burned her body, even while alive, to death. They burnt her to death. On video. And the people that did it were boasting. Remember, Atiku Abubakar, he tweeted against it that this is inhuman. And there were attacks from the north that he should immediately, under few hours, he deleted the tweet. I think another person was also killed. Is it in Niger State or Kanu? The same thing, blasphemy. What of this our brother that has his shop in Abuja, the federal capital territory, that was now meant to be taken by Sharia? Sharia is people are not Chineke. In the capital city of Nigeria, there is Sharia. There is Sharia ongoing, but you don't know, or you kept quiet. All your problem is IPLB. People that come to save you, you are being programmed to fight them. Oh, very bad. I'm very sad. Sharia is in Abuja, and you never knew about it, and you don't talk about it. From Abuja, they are coming down. From Abuja, I think Abuja is the capital. It's no more. They will tell you it's no more. There is to protect. It's for only what do you call the Muslims. This is how they roll. I think one time even Murik, this Muslim something in even in some parts of Lagos, in some part of Southwest, that they should allow people going to school, children, to be covering wearing this their, what do you call this Arab, with this their wear that covers their eye, everything. This is how they roll. He solicited for even Sharia to be introduced in many southern states. They will quote and say, no, it's for only the Muslims. So this is how they come now, because they know that you are, many Nigerians are idiots. They will say, no, concern us. Leave them now. Not be there. Sharia. No, is it not like that? Obasanjo allowed them. No, he said it's a political Sharia. They will destroy them. Say, leave them to get what they want. Today, I think 12 or 13 states first. Now they are encroaching in every state in the north. From there, they are coming down. That is how they roll. Why you are trading? Why you are talking against ESN? Propaganda. Yeah, ESN is them that they kill. This the real agendas, the Fulani agenda. They are coming down. Don't you see how you are small brain? Don't you see that? Please continue. Listen. I will soon cut it and play another clip.
Christian Awareness Initiative of Nigeria, John Hayab, during the meeting, also decried killings of Christians. And let's take a listen to him, Rufai, before I come to you.
Nigerians are being killed, and Nigerians are crying that this killing must stop. Fortunately for us, Ted Cruz started the conversation in America, but we too are the victims, and we are saying this conversation affects us and do something to stop it. So if you want to stop anything, just stop the killing. That's all. If this killing is not stopped, then this conversation will continue to generate other issues. Stop the killings. Prove that you don't want this killing. Let victims see that you don't want these killings. Parents, relatives of victims realize that those who kill their loved ones, the law is going after them.
And Mr. Joseph here has made the exact point. If we want this whole thing to stop, we have to stop the killings. It's not about painting Nigeria in a bad light or not. We have actually seen Christian killings. And there are videos of mass burials in Plateau State that have, resurfaced online showing, humongous coffins and all of that. It's really a sad situation, but we shouldn't trivialize it. I'd like for you to, talk about Kan's clarification with Daniel Bwala apparently trivializing the sensitivity of these Christian killings as well.
I think the attempt by the cable to rope IPOB into this, I think is highly condemnable. Because when you check the data and the statistics, not only IPOB that has been talking about the killings of a lot of Christians in this country.
Of course. They want always to divert attention because they know how Nigerians, they master Nigerians, they master them. Nigerian population. You see the politicians, they master them. The caliphate mastered Nigerians. Their psyche is in their hands. They know how to distract them. They know how to push them off balance so that they can achieve their goal. And before you know it, they are gone. Christians have been, is it not praying? They have been praying. Now help want to come. All of a sudden they kept quiet. They want to now save Nigeria. Oh, save Nigeria. If you accept that you are being killed, which is true anyway, but if you accept that you are being killed, which means Nigeria goes scatter, IPOB will take advantage. This is just the message they are taking out to them. Whereas they have been praying. We saw burnt down churches where a pastor went to the ashes there and started praying, crying, God help us. Now, God wants to help you. Where are you people? You come, you will not see anybody. Where are people like Adebayo? All these that the Jews, where are they? Nothing. Tomorrow they start, hey, now wow, the Christians are so, they help want to come. Put hand to help yourself. They said no, they use Nigeria system. No, Nigeria, if you accept, Nigeria will be destroyed. America will do one thing or the other, and Nigeria will be no more be there. How will you feel now if this Nigeria, you are lovely Nigeria, you don't have electricity. You know, I've said this several times. If a president, a regime comes in Nigeria and leave every other thing, focus on providing electricity, do you know what will happen? There will be economic boost, explosion. Do you know how many millions of people that are, kidnappers today because of lack of electricity? Maybe you are not sophisticated enough to understand this. Somebody will be a welder. You know, in Nigeria, they commonize handwork. That is where sometimes I look at Nigeria, I say, what type of place is that? Hey, come on carpenter. They commonize, nation builders. Ordinary mechanic. Chai! They don't know that these are the people that contributes in building a nation, a country. They don't know. In Nigeria, they commonize it. Ordinary teacher. Hey! Ordinary teacher in some countries. Ordinary teacher. Teachers are elevated to the highest level because they form human beings. They are the people that presidents, so the teachers form them. Billionaires, so the teachers form them. Senators, so that are today there is a handwork of teachers, but in Nigeria they downgrade them. The same way they downgrade it's ordinary painter. Hey, they don't know that these are country builders. They contribute. Do you see that? Let me play this, please. Let me play so that you listen. This is Daniel Bwala visiting the leadership of Charismatic Bishops Conference of Nigeria, CBCN. You know, they dispatch people like him to continue talking. This is how Nigeria functions. The caliphate. Remember, the caliphate is in charge of Nigeria. The Fulani Caliphate, they never stop their war, their jihadism. Since 1804 till date, they are still on it because they want to Fulanize everybody. And the only way to do it is all these things you see they are doing. All this chess playing. They are playing chess. That is it. So they have dispatched, all of a sudden, they dispatched Daniel Bwala, special advisor on communication policy, communication and policy, strategic communication and policy. Daniel Bwala, who is a middle better. Maybe Daniel Bwala, go to his village. His village maybe have undergone one genocide by the Fulani or the other. But because of his interests, his private interests, or his political position, he must do what they tell him to do. So they dispatch him to this charismatic Christian charismatic Bishop Conference of Nigeria. Listen.
This is our case and why we are here today. We have always said, engage with the communities, with the Christian organization for the purposes of changing any position that they hold. No, that's not why we are here. Khan had stated that they believe there is Christian genocide in Nigeria. We didn't go there to change their opinion or to change their position. We had a meeting with PFN. PFN said, we welcome you. Our preliminary position is that of our parent body, and we cannot deviate from them. We did not seek to change the opinion of PFN. So when we went with Kanu and they said it is the same, and I'm repeating it here, we are not here to change whatever position you hold. Because I'm sure for you to arrive at that decision, you must have sat, you must have had meetings, and presidency can come and change that. However, what we are here is government engaging with communities that are affected.
So it is now that Nigerian government is engaging affected communities. Do you see their aral, their mischief? Now that the Christian genocide is on top gear everywhere around the world, That is now the time they come, they remember the Christian community to come and engage them. Well, how do you feel when they killed you? How did you feel? Please tell government what is government going, what should government change? And they are very mischievous people.
The hope of one, collecting data from you as to your experiences, your fears, your frustration, and your expectation of government. Even recommendation, because PFN gave us recommendation. The meeting was not long enough to call for recommendation. However, they still gave their recommendation in terms of engagement. So let it not be misconstrued, most respectfully, that our visit is aimed at changing the position that religious bodies have had or have held or are holding. No. Our engagement is so we can deepen dialogue. Our engagement is so we can promote religious tolerance and cohesion.
Promoting of religious tolerance. Let me play for you now. Religious tolerance. Religious tolerance. Promoting of religious tolerance in Nigeria. I'll listen to religious tolerance.
I was in my shop 3 months ago. Some people just carry motor gun. Say they are for Sharia court of Gudu. That they are cheap litigation. And Chinedu has auctioned my shop. I told them that I don't have any case with them. Why should they auction my shop? I do this church in 2012. I rent their phone shop in number. I rent one to somebody. They said the person in the shop is showing their credit. I told the person owner, why don't you provide his goods? That the goods in that shop. They don't think about the goods. They say what they know is they want to take that shop. I tell them the should come to the court and tell them this I'm the owner of the shop. I go there. Even though I'm a Christian, I tell them why should a Christian go to Sharia court? They say I must stop. If I'm the owner, then they will leave me my shop. I take all the documents to them. Even when I reach here, they even see the document.
They seize his documents in Sharia court in the capital of Nigeria. This is the religious tolerance being blabbed. I call it ranting, blabbed by Daniel Boala. Is now this is the religious tolerance. In the north, before you rise up in many parts of the north, despite some places, some are mostly Christian, some communities, before you rise up politically, you must change from being a Christian. As a Christian, you have no political future in the north. Do you know that? Before you rise to some certain level, they will force you to convert to Islam. Do you know that this is part of the genocide? Do you know that? You are absorbing the people in order to reach their political height they want. They cannot reach it in their own, on who they are. All these things are not seen by Nigerians. They are telling them, no, it's IPOB agenda, protect Nigeria. The same way they rallied around the whole indigenous people in the north and southwest in order to fight Biafra. Protect Nigeria. After now, is it not Danjuma that was shouting, they collude, Nigerian military is no more, they are no more neutral. They are not neutral, oh, defend yourself. When they are slaughtering his people in his very lovely Nigeria. Listen to religious tolerance. That is the type of religious. This is not in Katangurao. This is not in one village in Sokoto or in Borno. This is in the capital city of Abuja. The Sharia court came and took a Christian, an Igbo man, his shop for something he did not do. He says the person that rented his shop owed them something. I don't know what he need to pay, tax or what. I don't know. Now they have to take the shop to auction it. Auction. The Sharia have said it. So you cannot argue the word of Allah. So it is Sharia. This is the country you want us to continue being together. This is the religious tolerance. Voila is talking. When they talk, when they are being used to this Voila that is talking, in the next 20 years, he will start regretting his action today. This is how useless they are. Let him go and ask Gowon. Let him go and ask Danjuma. And many of them, David Mark, all of them. they are regretting the actions they played. This is how they are.
Our engagement is so we can get to synergize a common front against the evil of insecurity in our society. And we know why and how the sudden campaign in the United States came. When in fact, if you are relying on a report of 2020, for example, in 2020 you were quiet, 2021 you were quiet, 2022 you were quiet. Between that 2020 to 2025, there have been reduction in the volume of those crimes. But suddenly in 2025, you start crying. And unfortunately, you are not pointing at 2025 report as your basis for, you're pointing at 2023. People used to ask questions. There must be a reason. Why have you suddenly done that? Secondly, why is it that from this United
Why is this man saying this? It is only when the thing reaches to the limitation, I mean the heights, that he should attend. That is when the news, that is when it will explode. They have been suppressing this for many years until now it come out. They are not even this man is not discussing, the Nigerian government, they are not talking about, oh, it doesn't happen. No, it happens, but why are you talking it now? Even you are bringing the one that happened 2021, 2022. Why? Why? Do you see their very weak arguments?
A certain demographics are the ones pushing that. For example, Bill Maher started the whole thing. Bill Maher is an American comedian and a journalist, but Bill Maher is from the Jewish descent.
You know why they are putting all these things? There is a way these people, the caliphate works. When I talk about the caliphate, is the Nigerian government, because that is being controlled under the control of the caliphate. They will push issues to people, hated people that are hated, even if it is factual. They twist your mindset. It's a psychological game. So that you say, so is these people that are pushing it? It doesn't matter whether it's true or not. That is not what you are going to ask again. Now, what matters to you? The people that are pushing this. That is the discussion they want people to be having in their head. So these are the people that are the Jewish. IPOB. Okay, I now understand. The person that is considering this, maybe he lost his siblings. His father was killed in the Christian genocide and he survived. But now, they want to use the blind hatred he has for some certain people or some certain group in order to, twist his mindset. That is how they work. They don't debate whether this thing is happening or not. It's happening. But the people that are bringing this out, why are you bringing it out? That is what this man is trying to say. You kept quiet since that time. Now, why are you bringing it out now? That was when their voice was heard. The question is, does this thing happen? Do they happen? The answer is yes. They have been shouting online. Pastors from Middle Belt and even quite different places have been shouting, calling on the international community to come and help them. Today the help is coming. Now it's trying to come. Now the Nigerian government is trying to use them to clean their brain with IPOB hatred. Or hatred on IPOB, on Igbo. Remember, it is the same people that fought Biafra war that want to disintegrate your lovely Nigeria. It is them that are having this agenda, that brought out this agenda. So they will say, hey, okay, it's better now. Let us continue bearing the brunt. Let them kill us, no problem. We will say there is no genocide. In short, no genocide against us, no problem. This is what they want to achieve.
24 hours earlier, the Nigerian government was in the United Nations where we gave our speech. A Nigerian government for the first time said we advocate for two-state solution that was agreed by the United Nations, and we also condemn the inhumane treatment in Gaza.
Why will Nigeria go to condemn that? You know, there is this adage that says, so if you are living in a glass house, you don't throw stone. Are you getting what I'm saying? When you are living in a glass house, don't throw stone, no, because if they reply, they'll break your house, your glasses. Nigerian government, they know that they are holding Biafrans hostage. They are marginalizing. They are committing Christian genocides. They are using, they are sponsoring the Fulani jihadis in order to kill the indigenous people everywhere, from Zamfara to Bayelsa. Are you getting what I'm saying? From Kebbi to Jigawa to Plateau to Enugu. Now they go outside, start condemning one country that is doing the same thing they are doing to others in their country. What do you expect? No, tell me now. Common sense is commonsensical. People like every time they go to during the time of Buhari, they will support India for Nigerian foreign policy statement. They will support Sahara. Is it Southern Sahara? Should be free from Morocco. Do you see that? Whereas Biafrans have been, struggling, agitating for our freedom. They will go and start supporting others that agitate. Does Nigeria even make sense at all? If I'm Nigeria, you know what? If I'll be diplomatic, I'll keep quiet. Because I know that they will use, the agitation in my own country in order to attack me. But foolishly, they will go, the Sahrawi, we support their freedom. Okay. You support other people's freedom, but Biafran freedom, you sit down on it. Say, we go well with you. Chukwu, okay, you get how they do him thing. You go condemn Israel against Gaza, bombing Gaza, occupying Gaza. But you are occupying our land. You have been killing, abducting our people, killing us for self-determination. And you think that it will go well with you? No.
The inhumane treatment in Gaza is affecting everybody, including Christians. There are people who will not know. The block of supplies of food and the rest. Now, it is only a fair comment we made. We don't have armies there. We don't have military. We are not members of the Security Council. Apart from saying that we do not have any infrastructure to say we are going to fight Israel. But 24 hours after that, Bill Maher started it, and all the other people in the United States, from the Congress and from the media, who are pushing this, are all but few from the Jewish descent.
It doesn't matter how you preach it, Daniel Boala. He who lives in a glass house does not throw stones. Preach it to them. Preach anything, because they know that Nigerians are gullible. Oh, these are the people that are doing. Okay, you want freedom of Palestine, but the Biafrans you are holding hostage, they should not go. They are not human beings. That is selective justice. We will not allow it. Are you getting it? Biafrans, we need to escalate this Christian genocide more and more. Politics, where your interest lies. That is what we teach here, our people. No permanent friend, no permanent enemy. Anywhere you see your interest, grab it. That is it. Anywhere you see your interest, you grab it. That is how international politics goes. There is no permanent friend. They say these are our natural allies. No, it doesn't go like that. Or our natural enemies. No. What you have is your natural permanent interest. Anywhere you see it and you look around, that your interest is good, it can serve you well. Now you grab it. We should escalate this Christian genocide in Nigeria. It is real. They are fidgeting. We need to escalate it so that it will reach the whole 8 billion people in this planet Earth. So that we want another time they will put report that IPOB tweet on this Christian genocide is escalated and 13 billion people. It reached 13 billion people. Because some people have a double, many accounts, so you reach everybody so that they know. So Nigerian mentality is different. They want to, quench the fire of even the people that are suffering this genocide, using all these nonsensical rantings by Daniel Buala. Oh, it is the Jewish, because we go there in order to talk free Palestine, which is suffering. So Palestine itself is they are killing both, is affecting both the Christians and everybody. Yes, we know. Does it justify your own position? Okay, you want other people, you want selective justice. You want some others you call human beings to be free. Why you are holding Biafrans hostage, stifling Biafrans? No, we will not allow it. We will not allow it.
So now, suddenly you now want to fight Nigeria, and you're picking religious, and all the reports that not other reports that were carried out by independent people in Nigeria, the report that they themselves were relying on were reports that can be controverted. But what we are not controverting is insecurity in Nigeria, killing of Nigerian people is a concern for government. And if you ask us questions, when I said that,
so the killing, they have said that people are being massacred, the genocide is going on. Look at their irresponsibility. Now they come to launder their image, so that people will use rubbish nationalism, Nigerian nationalism. When I see people on nationalism or using Nigerian nationalism, they are fools. I see them as complete fools. Many Igbos have been championing this, and where are we today? Many Igbos have been more Nigerianistic, but where are we today? That is the problem. You see people, if you die for Nigeria, you die as a rat. You die for nothing. Don't you see him? How many times Nigerian soldiers will lament? How many times Nigerian soldiers will lament that, they are playing politics with their lives, so that this and that, they give them rubbish equipment. They give them rubbish equipment. They restrain them from, following or attacking the Fulani bandits, Fulani terrorists. They are serving Nigeria. Listen, I played it day before yesterday.
Enough is enough. Thank you.
This in a battlefront, whether in a Zambisa forest, in a battlefront, the soldiers are clamoring. They say, one, their equipments are very poor, but they can pursue the bandits. But they gave order from above that you should stop chasing them. Don't go after them. That is the Nigeria. This Buala. You are good Nigeria. You are beloved Nigeria. They restrain soldiers from taking out the Fulani terrorists. Tomorrow they will reinforce back and come and kill all these soldiers. That is what is happening.
Enough is enough. Thank you. They are playing politics with people's lives. They almost into this ground with that armor, with that ammunition. We have to cop this very particular area within a single of a second. I know what kind of us can do. Good or fine. I know what kind of us can do. Good to go. How many parties are inside this booth? Good to go. They are playing politics with people. Big men are eating money at the pub there. Saying that we should not even do that. We should not go after them.
They tell them don't go after them. They said these people they can massacre all of these bandits that are committing havoc, committing genocide. They say no, they give order from above, say don't go after them, leave them. And this is the Nigeria that this man is laundering their image for you to, support. Don't let our Nigeria follow. Instead, it's good as for Fulani is taking over, killing everybody. It's good. So
you ask us question on any of your affairs, what is government doing in this area? What is government doing in this? Why is government not acting? We'll be happy. Any form of question to answer subject to your discretion. So we have come to collect information from the religious leaders on their experiences, on their frustration, on their expectation of government.
It is now they are coming. Do you see window display? All this thing now, the video clip, they will take it and post it and send it to the senator. Say, look at what efforts we are doing in order to solve this problem. Look at the efforts. It's now window display. Mad people everywhere. And Nigerians will fall for it. Even these Christians, they'll fall for it. They'll fall for it. Do you remember the problem in Burma against the Rohingya Muslims? The thing ran there. Even Pope talk against it. And you know what? They armed them. I think they are still fighting. They are still fighting to topple even Burma, the government, or to divide and have their own country. I don't know. Muslims everywhere, on everywhere. Oh my CNN, even Pope News. Pope is talk. They are killing the Rohingya Muslims in Burma. Everywhere. Before you know, they give them arms and they start fighting. They are still on the world till today. So they know that Christians in Nigeria are otanede. Once you do something, you hear how can you want small words of money, put them. They'll say, they are ready to sell themselves to talk less of even selling others. They said now, that is how they are. Very gullible, very low. Very low. Instead of taking this opportunity to the highest, they will not. Here are the likes of Adebayo, Enoch Adebayo. Those that, when it comes to even fighting Christians like themselves, they are very powerful. Good Lord Jonathan. During the time of Good Lord Jonathan, all of them came out ranting. All the executed as Christians. They fought to remove their fellow Christians in order to put another person. And you are telling me that, sometimes much of this religion, even. Anyway, good luck is bad luck. Buhari is the Messiah. Look at all these things that are happening. You say, they keep quiet. Because they want Nigeria to continue so that miserable lives will continue. As Nigeria continues and miserable lives continues, miserable people, their business will be booming. Ordinary electricity. I talked to somebody before a few hours ago in New York. Say, what of electricity? They are saying, now leave electricity. They talk about electricity. He's using his own solar power. So no electricity, I beg. In 21st century, people are not worried. People are not worried. They thought that is how life is. It's normal. It's normal. The worst part, the thing is, any day people opens eye and understand that, look, we are the people that are that are suffering, so that all these politicians and religious leaders will be living flamboyant lives. Things will change, I'm telling you. That is the education we are giving out here. An elected official, a senator, will be getting more than 30 million naira every month. A teacher that struggles his whole life, spends money, learn, learn, have his brain, is receiving 100,000 naira, less than $100, $60 or $70. a month in Nigeria. And you are telling me that things are okay? You're telling me that the people there, they are not insane, they are not mad. They are not mad, they are not insane. Their problem is IPOB. Their problem is IPOB, ESN. It's ESN that commit that is their problem. Instead of rising up, no, they will not. Because they program them. They push them to where to think. They don't have minds of their own. As this one, Daniel Bawala, is standing in their presence, they didn't pursue him. They didn't sack him, say, oh, but now you go come here. Because there are people that will be, even they will stage walk out, say, I beg, we don't want to hear all this sermon. We have been crying how many years? They kill us, we cry, nothing. Nothing happens. They bury our people in mass graves. And you now come here, staying in their midst, talking. Let me finish playing it because I'll soon open the lines.
If we deepen this dialogue, we find solution. It is okay for two people to disagree and agree that they disagree and keep talking. Then we will find areas where we agree might be the starting point of engagement. And but before you know, we arrive at where we disagree and find solution to it. That is the sole purpose for our engagement. And with your honor, with the regard that you are giving to us, I have brought this message from the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
I thought you can do better than that.
You know what used to pain me with Nigerians is this. Anything slightest thing they clap. I don't know, the clapping is what? This is a tense situation. They should even everybody there should be quiet. No person should clap, nothing. This is a serious issue. They are trying to come to stir up old wound. People have been crying, families decimated, families wiped out. In Plateau, in Benue, communities destroyed. And government does not even care for them. Government do not give a damn. Now, all of a sudden, they sent president sent his representative to come and talk them into, and they are clapping. Very sad.
We, the charismatics, we are more solution-minded. We are not much into complaint. We are not much into destructive criticism and all.
They are solution-minded. Without understanding the problem, there will be no solution. Are you getting it? This is the charismatic bishop talking now. Listen.
No, we sit down and we think about solution. What can be done to ameliorate the situation? And so let me start by presenting our position. Our position on the issue of killings in Nigeria, first and foremost, is that we sympathize with those who have been killed, and we empathize with their families, and we condole and console those who have lost loved ones. Our hearts and our prayers and our thoughts are with them. Number two, we agree that as long as I became an adult in this country, there have been killings right from the time of Metasine in the 80s all the way to the Boko Haram and all other bandits, killings. There is no part of Nigeria that have been spared. And so, to take the issue of killings in Nigeria and make it look as if it started on the 29th of May 2023, when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu became sworn in, is completely unfair.
Do you see how some of this is a clergy, a charismatic bishop representing churches, is using now the podium in order to absorb the present administration. Why they are elected into power is to solve. He's now saying, no, killing didn't start. Yes, we know. But what has he done? That is the thing. Instead, it became worse. Or even under Tinubu, soldiers, Nigerian military are withdrawn from flashpoints. Under Tinubu, the Fulani bandits are freely moving around on their motorcycles, killing people, even in Kwara State. Killing. So, but he's now singing praises of Tinubu. For you to understand how they roll, let's continue listening.
It's completely a misrepresentation of facts, because killings have been going on for as far back as in the time of the military.
So as they have been going on, it should continue. That is it what this man means? As long as killings have been going on as far back as donkey years, so it should continue. Is it what he's trying to say?
It became worse as soon as President Obasanjo became president, because of the Boko Haram emergence. And then subsequent presidents had their fair share of grappling with that problem. So, has there been killings? Yes. Is killings good? No. So what is our interest? Our interest at every point in time is to see, to look into the commitment and the dedication of the president and his government to see to it that this problem does not engulf the entire nation. And
do you know what I expect these people, like this bishop, to do? As they know, or as they knew that the presidential representative will be coming, they will compile their evidences. They will compile facts. What happened in so place in Plateau? So date. What happened in so place in Benue? What happened in so place in Enugu? What happened in so place? The date, everything. And what the government did. And what they did not. You bring it, lay it bare. Not only for Bawala, but for the audience, for people that are watching, to know that yes, you are factual, you are real. But he used the podium in order to campaign for Tinubu. Do you see how the very cheap, very, very cheap set of people? I'm telling you. That's why sometimes religion People are more greedy than anything. Ile ya you that ndị ifunu ndị na-akpụ isi ala ha ka respect their own thing more than ndị nka ndị awo enye ha na nwa ha gara ahụ gị as a god, as the Bwala is there now. Before you know, they will start collecting number. Nah, just they will not go and defend the facts. The thing they stand for, their faith. Bring out the facts. Bring videos of. So you are coming to meet us, okay? It's okay as a presidential representative now because of what is happening, because of how they are escalating this issue in America. Okay, watch this video. This thing happened so that. Why didn't you come that day? What have you done in order to stop these killings? Where people were wiped out, Christian families were wiped away. This Christian village was attacked. What did you do? These are things that should confront the man. These are things that is expected. But he is there reading poem about the beauty of Tinubu government.
For the present government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we have seen that commitment.
Do you see how? I could remember during the time of the former governor of Enugu State. What is his name? I could remember when the Fulani headsmen, when they abducted, kidnapped a reverend father and killed him. I will never forget that video. I saw it. The former, not of Petamba, the former governor before Petamba of Enugu State. The reverend fathers in Enugu State, they staged a protest going to governor's house in Enugu. We are thinking that once they reach there, they will talk truth to power. They will speak truth to power. Only to reach there, they were given microphone. Oh yeah, what is your grievance? Or what are your grievances? He started praising the governor. I know you are doing very well. Even praising the Mietiala, that they are very good, that they are providing security for Enugu. That is why we are here. Because governor, you are doing very well. Remember anyway that one of us was killed, but you are doing very well. Not that you are not doing very well. You are protecting us very well. People that were protesting in front of the governor. Inferiority complex, that is what I see. Wandioka, really, honestly. They are not bold. Because of the greed in them. That is what I see. The greed. The greed in them. That is what I see. They are not bold. This man started campaigning for Tinubu. We are in a serious issue. Now, let me ask you. Imagine Ted Cruz is watching this. Imagine Ted Cruz that started this, escalated this, is watching this man who he is defending. Imagine, because he will be expecting him to bring out the videos and photos and show to this Daniel Bwala. Take it and go show the president. What did you do when they attacked the so community in Plateau? And we are shouting. The Nigerian military was nowhere to be found. What did you do? What did you do? This, these are facts. You bring out facts because this concerns the lives of people. They exterminated the Christians and we buried them in a mass grave. Is it right? These are things that should be, but he's campaigning for Tinubu. Oh, Tinubu is a good man. I'm telling you. I don't know.
We are seeing that dedication. When a president can get up from here and travel to a troubled area like Benue and stood there, and I saw him charge the chief of army.
He is praising the president. Anyway, I know even for I don't know, all Biafrans now stand the firm. Otherwise, India, Le Indian American, Indian achọ ka ha stand off him, ka fight. Now he start electioneering campaign. Hey, the president is a good man. I've seen him. He stand firm. Send somebody say, oh yeah, charge. Let me finish playing it, please, and open the lines. Ndị a emekwana isi mmadụ konjin. The Indian achọrọ ịzọ azọ. Gas stand firm. Ha bidozie praises. Praises.
Staff, the chief of defense staff, and told them I want to see arrests being made. Don't come to me after a problem. Come to me with results of what you are doing to bring this problem to an end. That is commitment.
Let me stop it here, please. And let me stop the submission here so that I'll open the lines. These are the people that others are fighting to save. But now they enter into campaign. It's very, very sad, honestly. It's very, very, very sad. I will go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the line so that people will start calling in. Please do not go away. I will be right back.
Pastor with the Church of Christ in Nations. But this is my village. This is Mayanga. Mayanga is in Bokos local government, Plateau State of Nigeria. What really happened here is not only in this village that were affected by this crisis. We're affected by more than 11 villages, which Mayanga happens to be one. And in these villages, it is the same method of attack that was conducted. It's the killing, the maiming of people, slaughtering them, and burning of their houses and their foodstuffs and properties. So by now, by the record we have already collected, we have over 150 people that are killed in one day. That is on the 24th of December. That is, the Christmas was just not a Christmas to us, like to celebrate. It was a mourning Christmas because of what happened to us. As you could see, I'm standing here. This is my house in my village, and I lost everything that was in the house, both foodstuff, clothing, and whatever. It was a furnished house, but it is burnt. And even the church that is by my side was burnt, and the pastorium is burnt. Everything about us here in this village is confused. As you could see, that everything is destroyed. But we thank God that some of us are alive. And at the cost of this, like me now, I lost 7 of my brothers at the cost of this crisis that happened. Thank you.
Ago, some people just carry motor gun, say they are from Sharia court of Gudu, that their chief litigation and Chinedu has auctioned my shop. I told them that I don't have any case with them. Why should they auction my shop? I do this shop in 2012 for our rent, their phone shop in number. I rent one to somebody. They said the person in the shop is showing their credit. I told the person owner, why can't you go back his goods? That the goods in that shop, they don't think about the goods. They say what they know is they want to take that shop. I tell them the decide to come to the court and tell them this I'm the owner of the shop. I go there. Even though I'm a Christian, I tell them I should a Christian go to a Sharia court. They say I must stop if I'm the owner, that they will leave me my shop. I take all the documents to them. Even when I read here, they even see the document, say they will do investigation. All I see today, they just come here, carry paper come, say that I auction the shop, that they are being handed over because I'm a Christian, because I'm Igbo. They collect my shop, Sharia court. Even if they will follow the law, as a Christian, what I have to do with Sharia court? Don't help me, no.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name is Mazi, Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra Land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 25th day of October 2025. And we must continue. Remember, the ongoing Christian genocide in Nigeria is real. And I played a clip few seconds ago of a pastor in Plateau State that show this on video, talks about the destruction of their village. 11 villages in one day, 100 and something people being killed in one day. The foodstuffs, the food crops, food storage, all burnt into pieces. But you had the clip I played when Daniel Bawala, the presidential representative, visited their bishops representing them. They started praising the government. This is the quagmire-ish situation that we find ourselves. That is it. Where they are not bold, they are intimidated. Instead of telling them the truth to power, nothing. When they see government people, they start fidgeting, they start shaking. What matters to them is what they will get. Can I get a number now so that I'll be, I can be getting something. That is the religion. I'm telling you, very sad indeed. Very, very sad. Our lines are now opened. Our WhatsApp and Signal line remains +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I will not take many calls because I have another appointment to attend. Please, just few calls, please. Our WhatsApp and Signal line remains +61 405 142 547. Caller on Signal. Mazi, you're the first caller. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you.
There, whoa, Mazi, udodrege.
Mazi Jonathan, thank you for your steadfastness, and you keep on doing this job without minding who it may concern. This is IPOB, and the reason why the world believe what we are doing is because we don't fight because it doesn't concern us. We fight injustice. It doesn't matter who it may concern, whether it comes to us or not. Anywhere we see injustice, we fight it. These are the reason why it doesn't matter whatever Nigeria trying to collude or send documents anywhere in the world or any embassy to lure IPOB into criminality. The world knows that we are whiter than white and whiter than snow. This is why they don't believe Nigeria. Because nobody with his right mind, with his sense intact, will believe that IPOB is a stumbling block for anything, anything killing in Nigeria, or we cannot even do it. Rather, we expose the lives of the government of Nigeria and things they try to cover. This is what we are bringing to the world. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, my name is Mazi. I'm calling from Austria, and I'm serving the indigenous people of Biafra as IPOB Austria National PRO. Mazi, before I say the way it is tonight, I want to first of all let the Nigerian government to know that the sad news that we are hearing about our leader Mazi and the Kanu, the attack of the DSS officer on him, a man who they have kept in their dungeon for 5 years, and now they are attacking him to kill him. It's unbelievable. I've never seen where an officer that are supposed to protect a man they put on their care, trying to kicking him. And they know that this man is not well. They know that this man is sick. What we are saying here is that as long as Nnamdi Kanu health and his life is concerned, anything Nigerian government did to this man, just as you said at the beginning, this is not the way they killed Abiola, and at the end of the day, they just take it. Biafrans and all over the world can never keep quiet. We are not threatening anybody, but it cannot. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the voice of the voiceless. He came to expose the lies and the criminality that is happening in Nigeria, the evildoers that is happening in Nigeria. This is what this man came to do. And Ezechukwu Kabiyama has used him to let the whole world know the evil Nigerian government has been committing. And today they are colluding how to take his life. They didn't give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu life, and no one can take his life because he came to preach the truth. He's a freedom fighter. He has won Nigeria. IPOB has won Nigeria. He has been discharged and acquitted. They are just holding him for nothing's sake. They should release this innocent man, release him, and put a date for a referendum so that we will get out of this place, a country that have no future. This is where I'm raising this case. We are watching Nigerian government and their DSS, what they are doing with our leader. Mazi, concerning the conspiracies and what is happening in Nigeria, how Nigerian government are using the same Christians they are killing in Nigeria to try to stop the voice that came from afar. Since this havoc has been happening in Nigeria, killings in Benue, in every corner of Nigeria, they are murdering Christians. They have been crying, the world come and help us, oh, the world come and help us, oh. They are killing. Now the hand has come from afar, that's heard the voice at the pitch of crying, have now come to help Nigerian Christians. The same people that want to save are now turning back to want to tell them that nothing is happening. Mazi, have you heard this type of thing before? Somebody they tried a bit, and he has been crying for years. Somebody should bring a ladder. I'm dying here. I want to come out. And at the end of the day, now he saw a ladder. It's just for him to put his feet and begin to come out. The hands are there to draw them out. He will now say, it is a shame. And Mazi, do you know what is paining me? The people that are doing this work is the same Christian. Not even the Islamic Boko Haram and the bandits, these terrorists that are killing them. They are not even, they are bribing the same Christians to come and stand and say that what is happening is not only Christians killing. Yeah, Muslims have been killed. Even if a few Muslims have been killed, why can't you stand on your ground and begin to bring out the pictures, the havoc, even the mass barrier they did in Benue during the time of autumn, Governor Autumn? Bringing every evidence, showing the whole world. Where are these the GOs? Where are they? Adeboye, that protested the time of President Jonathan. Where are you? Oyedepo, where are you? Chris Oyekoneme, where are you? Said Jonathan is bad luck. Where are you? All the Nigeria are not collecting money every day from the poor people. Now the world want to hear the cries of the Christians in Nigeria. Where are you people? Where are your voices? Have you seen the what they are interested is the money they are collecting from the poor people. When the same poor people they are killing, Messiah has come to save them. You will see these people, they will go into their shell. They don't want to speak because if they speak, the government will come after them. These people are in payrolls from Nigerian government, because I've never seen in my life where a father will stay. They kill his children in his front, and they call the same father to come and testify of the killing he saw with his own eyes. Yeah, basically, you know, preaching, preaching against his own children. They kill in his front. This man, Mazi, if I'm telling you, see this man that spoke. This is the same bishop that spoke after this idiotic man want to come and talk rubbish. If you look into this thing, maybe it's the script they gave him the script they gave him to come and display. It's what he's displaying. Leave the main topic. Mazi, This is Nigerian Christians are doing. If you are a foreigner and in future, hey, they start crying this type of cry again, do you think this will come again?
Never.
Do you think the world will listen to Nigerian Christians again after all this killing? The help has come. All of them keep quiet. None of them want to talk. Mazi, I'm sure how come Mazi, I hear Nasi Chineke na biko. Chukwu okike abịa ma. A lot of things say me here. Mazi, ana m agakwa ihe o, ana m agakwa ihe mbụ mana sense m dị okay. Asị m amadi m ihe nge mbosi ga-akwụsị ịga ihe ama ihe nkeji ekele Chukwu okike. Because in the Katadi, Eji came out from child, bamboozle our brain. If not this struggle I'm in, I would have not known what is happening inside this Christendom they call Christianity. The more you look, the less you see. I'm a mofumbo sichuko kama gasopta mkusiga here. Jindu mre here because it's heartbreaking that I have a father that killing me in his front. When the time comes for him to help me, he will turn the other way around. I'm even inside the enemy that the killing should continue.
There were. It's really annoying. You know, this type of situation, you know, even Christians in Nigeria should be making more noise. I'm telling you honestly. But lo and behold, yeah, bankete. Call on, what's up? Please go on. Can you hear me? Call on, what's up?
Mazi, good evening. My name remains Mazi.
Yeah, Mazi.
It's like my voice is echoing.
Go on. No, it's not echoing here. Go on, no problem. It's coming out clear. Go on.
Okay. So, what I'm just saying is that let me just start from what Mazi can say before I enter my own very topic, address little thing. It's not easy to come out from this so-called Christian or whatever. Not that we are condemning any religion, you get. But our Igbo cosmology is our own practice. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, I told people, but they were never understood. They say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a Jewish this. I told them that we don't understand this man. See Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Before we understand him, maybe he has gone. Then we start reading him like we read Bible. That's when our people start understanding him. I said, this man used many things to test our brain, to know who we are, to know how we reason, and know where he will start to cure our problems. And he really understands who we are and is curing it one after the other. And we thank Chukwuka Abiyama for giving us a leader like that. And we will not miss this opportunity. We won't miss it. Anything it takes to protect this very particular fire to keep on burning, we will do it. And glory be to Almighty Chukwuka Abiyama for the kind of men that come around him. Because if not because of UOS, only the most of us, we have gone. But these men, I don't know. What I only pray is Chukwuka Abiyama to guide them. That when Biafra come, we will view them as his statue and told our children, look at the Savior that we had. Not what they read in the Bible. Because you see this Christianity something and whatever. The day our people will understand what the white man have done to our brain. In fact, the day you come out from it, I pray our brother Akas will come out like the way we have come out from it. Because it's a very stupid and the most useless organization you can fall yourself into. And once you come out from it, you start reasoning like human being. So what I want to tell Biafrans, what I want to tell Biafrans tonight is that you see our leader, you see IPOB, you see DOS. Everything that we have to do, we must protect it. Because our leader told one thing, he said to us, we are not going to fight. We are not going to shoot. We are not going to react. We will allow them to do everything they need to do. We must preach Biafra so that even the dry bone, the dead body, the deaf, we hear it. We hear it. Then when we start, the whole world will stand still and see what we have. And our leader is showing us that very particular time. And the DOS are following it. So I'm advising Biafrans to stick to the understanding and follow the OS and understand wherever they are directing us, we are following. We know that sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it seems that it's tough. Sometimes it seems understanding. But our front must unite it. And Nigerian government are proving they are stubborn. We thank Chukwu Abiyama that today the DOS and our leader have been able to wake up the consciousness of common Nigerians. They have been able to make the Biafrans topic now being discussed like normal news. It's no longer when you want to discuss it, you turn around to check. If you don't see about them, you don't have any information, you don't have news. So our leader have tried, and we'll make sure we follow them. We'll make sure we keep on fighting every instruction given to Biafrans. Not an easy fight.
There, Mazi, it seems your network is giving problems. Thank you. I think you have made your point. Caller on signal, please go on. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi Jonathan.
There we go on.
There we Mazi. My name is Mazi Fine. Mazi Fine calling from this location. Mazi, may Chukwu must strength you and give you good health ahead and a long life for the good work. Also, I thank our leadership, the US. May Chukwu must give you people strength and good health and a long life ahead. I thank you, Security Network, ESM, the great people. May Chukwu must strength you people. And also, I thank our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. You shall live and see Biafra. That's my prayer for you. Mazi, let me just chip in to your topic. Also, let me advise our people. If you're in this struggle and you never have a Twitter account, you are not doing well. You are not doing this struggle well. And if you are in this struggle, you have Twitter account. You only visit that your account once in 2 weeks or once in 1 month. Why you're always online watching videos, watching comedies, but for you to go to your Twitter and retweet what our people, our comrades are tweeting. Somebody like Mazi Chinedu and Emeka Gift, for you to retweet what they tweet is very for you. You are not doing this struggle well. My advice to you, at least before you go to bed, wherever you reside, go to your Twitter account and retweet whatever our people tweet. May Chukwu must strengthen you by doing that. Mazi, you see a conspiracy about the Christian killing in Nigeria or Christian genocide. Mazi, why wouldn't them sabotage or try to conspire against it? Have you forget that during the time of this drug ballon, he formed a bishop, a fake bishop? Have you forget that? Nothing is
Of course.
impossible in Nigeria. Everything is possible in this country, and that is why we must get out from this country. We can never belong to a country like this. Mazi, during that time when they formed that bishop, Oyedepo is there. He did not talk. Mbaka was there or is there. He did not talk. Suleiman is there. He did not talk. All of them did not talk about this fake bishop, which which went and endorsed Muslim ticket. None of them. Mazi, now this one, now they no go sabotage. So this one is small thing now. Nigeria Christian must sabotage this one. That's the fact. We are just trying to help them for the world to hear their voice. We know that if they like, let them be killing. Can never stop the coming of Biafra. because we have decided that this kingdom of God must establish and stand on its own. Why they no go sabotage the effort in order to let the world know that they are killing them? They must sabotage it, because none of Nigeria bishop or pastor, none of them is working. They are only based on offering and tithes and the bazaar to feed their family and the other things and solve their problem. None of them is working. Go to Europe, you will see a bishop or father. In the morning, he will carry his car or his bag and go to his working place. Come to Nigeria, none of them, Mazi, none of them. Only what they know, only what they are good for is in the morning you will see them go to, they say they are doing counseling or counseling, whatever. Go to office and sit down. If you come there, before you see them, you give them tithe or give them whatever. That's only what they are good for, and that is why they must be easy to manipulate by government in order to sabotage this killing of Christianity in Nigeria. I don't blame them. I don't blame them, Mazi. That is how the system is corrupt. So everything can be corrupt. But we are assuring them that whatever that is happening can never stop the coming of Biafra. We have decided, and we have decided. Mazi, let me also talk about this zoo DSS trying to provoke us. They are trying to provoke us. But they can never provoke us because we have passed that stage. Let them know that whatever you did, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you did it over all the whole Biafrans, 13 states that make up Biafra. That's who you are dealing with. We can never forget, we can never forgive you people. You people are there to protect our leader until everything is being done. Not to touch, even to touch his clothes. You don't have right to touch him. We are just looking at you people. We don't have anything to say now. But let nothing. Don't let them not try that rubbish where our leader is, because we can never accept that.
Yeah, Mazi.
Mazi, may Chukwu Kabiyama bless you.
Yeah,
We are not going back until Biafra will be restored.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. Caller on WhatsApp, you'll be the last caller, please. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Please go on. Make it as brief as you could.
Yes, I can hear you. My name remains Onyemuche Chukundana Barimondo. That's my surname. Sir, thank you for being there for us today. Let me start by asking this little question. Okay, before then, I think the coming of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very spiritual, and also not spiritual in the terms of born again in Christian, but spiritual to me in the sense that it has a very deep meaning to mankind, when it comes to Easterners in so place called Nigeria. Okay, because what played out since 2021, sometimes objectively, I'm saying objectively in the sense that sometimes I used to think that him personally orchestrated that thing, because he says sometime to me that a day is coming that even if everybody decided to walk away from getting this Biafra, that only him knows 3 things that he can use in getting this Biafra for everybody. Okay, so I'm thinking sometime that he personally walked into the hands of Nigerian government, them too being so foolish, not have been a member or a club member of the chess player, refused to understand that he's pushing them to bring him to the international courts level. Do you understand? So all these things I'm seeing, I think a day is coming that them will use their hand and willingly carry it out to the ICT perfectly and bring themselves down finally. So coming back to the question I want to ask you, did Jesus in those days, visited Ethiopia? Because I think Ethiopia is a combination of black and white, and in the continent of Europe, isn't it? Or is it Africa or Middle East?
Mazi,
Did
Ethiopia,
he really
Ethiopia is
visited?
Africa. Is Africa.
Is okay. Thank you for that. Okay, why I'm asking this question is that if it's Africa, I think another question I need to ask again is that why is it that upon all the places he visited, because I know he did not visit Africa, Ethiopia, he didn't visit it before he left after 33 years old. Now, why is it that we are here in Biafra land holding Christianity in our head, holding Jesus on our head, when the constitution of Nigeria or Africa per se have never allowed Africans to air out their view or maybe have this freedom of speech to speak out? Because I was listening to you when you were saying that these pastors who we are called upon to speak, and when they get there, they were gripped with greed, or maybe should I say fear or whatever. It shouldn't be fear. It's just that those people have a leverage to say everything they want to say, and the constitution will protect them. But here in Nigeria, the constitution is not protecting them. A whole Christianity that is not found in the constitution of Nigeria is not even mentioned, and you are expected them to come and say something and lose their one plot of business center that they have here. No, it won't work that way now. Yeah, I think there is some other things we should be expecting them to do, and which was what you have been saying here. Come through the back, like what's his name? This what's his name then that does not know Christ. Come through the back and meet IPOB leaders. Tell them you have this tithe from the members of the church. Use it and pay. Don't mention me. And use it and help us. Let us run away from this problem. But they are not using that alternative means to help their so-called Christians. You see, so when all these things boils out, I begin to question, is it that the members themselves refuse to acknowledge that IPOBs are doing much better than their reverend fathers, pastors, imam, and all that? Because this whole thing is caused by religion. And the people too we are fighting for, who are our brothers and sisters dying every day. If you tell them minimize it, because if you give me the president of Nigeria today, I will bound church and mosque, and people will begin to reason perfectly. Otherwise, it boils down to what you classified the other time as cultural Christians and practical Christians. These are the people who refuse to be cultural Christians, but rather practical Christian. Every time they will kill themselves, making it look as if Jesus died for them. He never dies for any black man. He never even died for any Nigerian man. He died
I
for
think
a black man in
there,
Togo.
let us stop.
Mazi,
Please, we discuss another day. I have
no, no,
another
no, no.
engagement.
Okay. It's all right, sir. Go
There,
ahead. Thank
thank
you.
you,
I
thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much. Thank you. This is where I'm going to, switch off the phones, please. People that are calling, please don't call. Switch off the phones, please. Tomorrow is another day, And remember, on BTV, our First Lady, Law Uchechi Kanu, will be coming on BTV by 11 p.m. Biafra time, please. Be coming, so please, you also need to watch or listen to the program in the next, I think, 1 hour or so. Yes. So, what we are doing, IPOB is a freedom fighting outfit, whether people believe it or not. We are fighting for freedom of everybody because Nigeria is a killer country. Nigeria is being amalgamated. It is being formed for the interests of the colonizers. It's a colony. It's not for the interests of the indigenous population. What interest? It's not for our interests. No. Things we are manipulated, worked upon until, this stage. Let me tell you something. If you understand the quantity of crude oil that is moving out of Nigeria, I'm telling you, you will marvel. All these things they are declaring to you that it is Nigeria is uh, bringing out, is it 1.3, 1.5 million barrels per day? That is life from the pit of hell. I am telling you. Nigeria is taking they are taking more than 5 million barrels of oil every day from Nigeria, and it's from our land, from Biafra region. Super tankers are packed. As I'm talking, they lined up everywhere in different points, different loading points in Borni, in Okreka, in the rivers area. Because what they did is even oil from Imo, from Anambra from Abia, they pipe it low. You know, we have been saying it. They pipe it down till inside the ocean. From there, you know, if you watch the coastal line of Biafra region, if, for example, you're able to fly drone and watch, you will see super tankers line up all the time. But that place is not good for seaports. Don't you see the irony, the hypocrisy? Do you know why they don't want seaports in our land, in Biafra region, in One, even to dredge down to River Niger, even in Calabar, even in Warri? Do you know why? Because once there is seaports there will be traffic, and people will be seeing the amount of crude oil tankers that are there. It can stir up a revolution. Don't think that these people are, they know, they are smart. That's why, do you see anywhere there is like in our land, in Ebema, in Okwa, in places where there are natural resources that are bound in the land, all those places are always underdeveloped. They are not developed because they don't want people to be migrating, to be going there to see what is happening. Because when you build roads to Ebema, when you build roads, people will start building houses, shops, developing areas, and people will be coming there. And they will be watching and seeing how the oil companies are there doing things. They will start complaining, saying no. They will start raising they will start raising issues. They know, why are these people doing that? That is why anywhere, any side there is natural resources in our land that they are actively digging, they leave it underdeveloped. Go to Bonny Island now is a cow island, a place for cows. They have occupied the place with cows. Go to Okrika, you see the people there, they are living in bacha huts, bacha. But these are the areas that they are taking crude oil worth tens of millions of naira, millions of dollars every day out from. You should understand. That's why they don't like to develop all those areas. That is it. In the north, go to where there are gold deposits. They have problems. Terrorists are active, all those areas, so that ordinary people, you cannot enter that side. It is only the companies that are the personnel that are there working, taking out, flying from there direct. They have aerodromes in many parts of the north that they fly gold and rare earth materials direct from there to abroad. That is the situation we find ourselves, and we need to be changed. You cannot change it through doing nothing, inaction. It is a struggle. Life is a struggle. Don't you see how they want to invade Venezuela? Venezuela has the largest, according to records, the largest deposit of crude oil is in Venezuela. Number one in Venezuela. They want to take it by force. That is the world we are in. Is the world we are in. We are the most powerful feeds on the weaker ones. That is why you should make yourself powerful. That is it. And you cannot be powerful without building a nation. It's not individual power, no. It's collective powerfulness. That is national powerfulness. So we must continue preaching. We must continue opening the eyes of our people, creating awareness about the situation we are. And that is why Biafra remains our religion. Biafra remains who we are. It is our ideology. Therefore, we must continue in making sure that we achieve our goal. Thank you for listening. From me, from here, it is simply good evening.
Biafra. Ebeka unusi Biafra gaimara Biafra.
Welcome to IPOB Rapture Media video, April 25th, 2024. What if the arms you sell are being used not to combat terrorism, but to fuel it? How would you feel? This is the question that hovers in the minds of the indigenous people of Biafra, or IPOB, as we raise concerns over the arms sales to the Nigerian government. We express that these weapons, intended to safeguard a nation, are instead being used to perpetuate violence and unrest. The IPOB, led by the indomitable Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, cleareth that the Nigerian government is not utilizing these arms to combat terrorism, as they claim. Instead, we certify that these weapons have been deployed against peaceful communities, causing